Thank you so much for stopping into my video. As always, do not forget to hit the subscribe button on your way out. Thumbs up the video and drop your comments down below. I love chatting with you guys. So today's video is going to be an almost 16-month Microloc update. I am almost 16 months locked, and probably by next week after, somewhere up in there, I'll actually be 16 months. But I wanted to go ahead and shoot this video and get it out there because I just got done with a retie yesterday. And sis, if I wait another week or two, my hair is going to look like I hadn't had a retie in 6 months. So wanted to get it out while the retie was super fresh. Okay. And I love, these are new glasses, y'all, from Vogue Me. Oh, these are so cute. Anyway, we're not here about glasses. We're here about my hair. So I just want to run down some updates with my hair and what I've been doing since the past, 4 months or so, because I haven't given an update since my official 1 year mark back in March. So I want to start off with my rotation. So when I first installed my locks, I was doing a 3-point rotation because when I kind of was doing my research, I read that the more rotations you do, the skinnier and thinner your locks are. I kind of wanted something that was medium, so I didn't want to do 2, didn't want to do 4, settled on 3 right in the middle. So I've been doing a 3-point rotation since then. I would say over the past month or so, I've decided to switch just my edges. So just the first 2 rows of my hair, I've been doing a 2-point rotation on those because I find that they're needing to be retied sooner than the rest of my hair, or it just gets a little too crazy for me, and I don't want my edges to thin out. I haven't had any issues thus far, but I want to make sure I continue to not have issues. So I've decided to put the first 2 rows on a 2-point rotation when I'm actually doing my reties, and so far so good. I can't tell the difference between where I did a 3-point and where I'm now doing a 2-point rotation. So hopefully I won't see a difference as my hair continues to grow, but that was kind of my reasoning behind switching, is just so that I can make sure those that are in the front have a stronger foundation. Even though I don't pull on my hair or do a lot of tight styles or anything, most of the time it is in this braid out or I use rollers and I wear it curly. Really, I keep this pretty low maintenance because that is the whole point of the hairstyle, is for it to be low maintenance and easy. Okay, next I want to talk about, I've had my first swim with my locks. So I went on vacation a couple of weeks ago and there was a pool, and I was like, I get to just, swim without having to worry about my hair. It was so nice. So I went ahead and I just put 2 cornrows going down the back of my hair. My hair is not completely mature. Most of my locks in the back are completely budded. You guys can probably see that in the camera here, but literally most of the back is completely budded at the end. So those are okay. The front of my hair, definitely you can tell that's my looser texture, and those are definitely loose as can be. But I just did 2 cornrows going to the back, and I swam, and I just left the cornrows in my hair until my hair had a chance to dry, took them back out. And I didn't notice any difference, but it was so nice just to be so freeing with my hair for the first time ever when it comes to swimming. Granted, of course, I've had box braids and things like that before and gone swimming, but just to have my natural hair that if I even wanted to shampoo right after, it wasn't a big deal to shampoo it, leave the braids in, let it dry, and still have a bomb braid out the next day. It was so nice, y'all. So I don't know what the rules are with swimming. If I had a swim cap, I probably would have put it on, but I didn't have one, and my hair is already fixed. So that was that. Also want to talk about, for the first time, I used aloe vera gel with my most recent retie that I just did yesterday. I follow a couple of other people who DIY their own Microlocs, and one of them is Queen Aloe. I think that's how you pronounce her name. If not, I apologize. But she recently did a retie and she used aloe vera gel. She mixed it with water. I did not mix mine with water. I just took it directly from the aloe leaf that I bought from the grocery store, kind of stripped off the gel, and then used an old pair of stockings to actually strain it. I may insert the video here. I did record myself kind of cutting the leaf and all that process. May or may not, I don't know. If it is, if I decide to put it in here, you'll see it now. But I did that just so you guys can see the process. And I did end up using it yesterday. I didn't use it over my entire head because I'll be completely honest, I felt like it was slowing me down a lot and I already did not have the energy to do my hair, and really having to stop and apply, you know, get my hand in the gel and apply it. And if you've ever worked with aloe vera gel, you know it is very, you know, loose and slimy, and it's not like traditional gel, but it'll be very sticky and you can just kind of apply it and move on. Have to kind of apply it, you know, wipe my hands off because your hand is just feeling slimy, and then continue with my retie. So I did do it in the front for most of these front rows to see if it would make a difference. The jury is still out. I'll see how it does in the coming weeks to see if, you know, the frizzies or anything are any more tame, but I don't feel like, as far as my retie, that it made it any more easier. I don't feel like it contained the frizz, so I was able to retie the loose hair better. I don't know if I saw a benefit when I did it yesterday, but again, I'll see if over the next couple of weeks, if my hair just keeps this fresh look a little bit longer than it normally does. But I'll come back and update y'all with another video once I have some other updates about my hair. But I did try that yesterday. If it's something that you guys want to try or interested in trying on your locks. I do want to talk about growth. My hair has been growing like crazy. I may be inserting another video here. I'm sorry if it's out of the frame. I just recorded it on my phone and I put it on Instagram a few weeks ago. Yeah. I'm trying to get my hair together so it looks like something tomorrow. Can somebody tell me where this new growth is coming from, y'all? Look at this lock. Look at this lock. And this isn't the only one I've seen like this. I know it was a little ghetto retie, but it was a retie nonetheless for the most part. I just did that 2 weeks ago, maybe 2.5 weeks ago. And here we are. Here. I don't get it. And I know it's new growth because you see gray hair starting to come back through. I dyed it around the same time 2.5 weeks ago. I'm not understanding. I'm not retying again right now. Hair, you better get it together. I'm not doing it. But I'm pretty much on a every 4-week retie schedule pretty religiously now. My hair just grows so fast. And the only thing I can really attribute it to is Vital Proteins. I take a powdered collagen protein most days, almost every day. I really only take it for the joint support that it provides, but I also added benefit is hair and nails. And I feel like that is what's causing my hair to grow so fast. Like, it is growing super fast. I think this was exactly 4 weeks from my last retie when I just did it. And some spots, of course, your hair doesn't grow evenly, completely all over. So some spots I was able to just get through maybe 2 rotations. Some areas I was able to do like 5 rotations for my hair to, get back where it was. Along the edges, I sometimes still have a little bit of slippage just because, the hair is just a little bit thinner and looser, especially this little guy. It just does not like to stay much. But the growth has been crazy lately. And I was trying to debate, is it growth? Is it slippage? I don't know. I don't know how much slippage actually occurs at the root of the hair, but I dye my grays, especially in the front, I dye them back black. And I felt like it was growth because once I started seeing the hair coming back, it was coming back gray. And I'm like, that has to be new growth, right? Has to be. So it's been growing like crazy, which yes is great because I love the way my hair looks, but man, when you have to retie it yourself, you just want to go like as long as possible before you have to sit and retie again. Like, double-edged sword there. It's a double-edged sword. Next, I'm going to talk about bunching. So I have experienced some bunching with my locks because I keep it in braid outs. Most of the time, you really can't tell. I can only really tell when my hair is freshly washed and I let it dry a bit. Then I can see where some of the locks are puffier than others. So say, for instance, this one, you can tell is a bit puffier as it's coming down. I'm trying not to bother a lot of them because when my daughter had traditional locks, she went through a bunching phase, and then after a while, it kind of just evened itself out without having to manipulate the lock. So I'm trying to just let it be. I'm totally fine with it being a little bit thicker at the bottom. I like how my locks are not all completely the same, and it gives me that extra fullness that I have here, that where for a lot of people when they do a fresh retie, their hair can kind of look a little bit stringy and scalpy. I feel like because I have varying sizes of locks, that even with the fresh retie, I'm not having that effect when it comes to my hair. But I am experiencing some bunching in those that are a little bit thicker. I will say that I do have a little crochet tool, and I had this from when my daughter had locks because I read that you can correct it with these little crochet hooks here. So I have this, and a few that were kind of really bothering me, I did go in and try to repair it with this little tool. I'm not going to make a video on it because honestly, I don't have the process all the way together to explain it to somebody else, but I watched a few videos to kind of give you the concept. Because of how you have to do it, it's really hard to watch a video and them really try to explain what they're doing because the needle's so small, the hair is here, their finger is covering up most of it, so it's hard to see actually what's going on. You're just kind of maneuvering the crochet needle in different directions to help pull some of that hair into the lock, so to make it a little more just cylinder and all uniform in shape. So I did use this a little bit yesterday, but the ones that I was like, it's not so bad, it'll probably even itself out, I just left those alone. But definitely bunching is something that I am experiencing on some of the larger locks. But again, it doesn't, even here you can see it on these locks right here. But it doesn't bother me that much. Again, I'm not the type of person that every lock has to be exactly the same, very uniform. I love my hair the way it is, so that's why I'm like, not really putting in so much of an effort to make sure that they look 100% uniform and neat. And then the last thing I wanted to touch on in this update video are the loose ends, which I actually touched on a little bit in the beginning of the video. So how I said, where the back is pretty much locked, like all of these in this bunch that I'm touching have buds on the end. So this situation is pretty much locked. I would say most of my hair, like up really at the front half, is pretty much loose. You can see all of my ends here, and that's without me. I'm not doing any manipulation to these to keep them loose. That is just how they are right now at being almost 16 months locked. Again, when I was completely a loose natural, this area of my hair always had the looser curl pattern. The back had the tighter. So I'm assuming that's where the difference is coming in, of why the back is budding like crazy and then the front still has the loose ends. But I've really been going back and forth ever since the start of my micro lock journey of if I'm gonna keep loose ends. And I believe I have decided that I am going to keep the loose ends. I just absolutely love the look that it gives me. I love the fullness that it gives me when I see other people with sister locks and micro locks that have had them for years and they are all budded on the end. I don't necessarily love the look because everything kind of just looks flat and weighted down, and I don't want my hair to look like that. This is kind of the style I want my hair to stay in. So as long as they continue to not grow buzz in the front, I'm just going to leave them as is. I'm not going to do anything. But if I do find that they are starting to bud on the ends, I am going to go ahead and comb those out. And I will say that I don't think it is preventing the locking process, because if you look at this lock here, this is, of course, all that is interlocked. Here feels like a little bit stiffer to the touch, like how a lock feels when it is maturing. So I feel that all the way up until I get to the loose part. So it's not like because I don't have a bud on the end, the rest of the hair is not locking. I feel like all of this is a lock up until I get here. It almost looks like I crocheted human hair onto the end of my lock to make it curly and to make it loose like that, but I did not. This is all just still how my hair naturally grows. So I have decided I am going to keep this because I really do love this look, y'all. Like I love my hair. Like every time I do my hair, I fall more in love with it every single time. And just this look that I get, which has kind of become my signature look here, I just absolutely love it. So I want to keep this look. So I will be keeping the loose ends. I'm fine with the back staying budded because I'm not going to go back and take those out since the process has already started. And I'm more so just concerned about kind of what frames my face, because I just feel like it frames my face really, really well when it's like this. So I'm just going to worry about the front ones, and I'm not going to go back through and bother the ones that are in the back, at least for now. If I feel like I want to later on, I'll pick those ends out and make those curly as well. But for now, they are not bothering me. But I believe that is all the update I have for you guys about my hair. If y'all have any questions that I did not answer in this video, please feel free to leave those in the comment section below, and I will come through and give whatever help I can, because you guys know I am not a professional. I learned on YouTube, just like I'm hopefully sharing my experience with somebody that can find it beneficial. But I'm always here to help. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. I'm just sharing my 2 cents, okay? All right. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.